Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles, compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles, go take care of your business. Success Chronicles, it's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with another episode of the Success Chronicles. And get ready. We have Dr. Brandy Williams on with us, an amazing lady doing some great things. And I'm truly grateful to have her on. So, Doc, thanks so much for being on with the Success Chronicles.
Thank you for having me, Chip. It's a pleasure to be on with you tonight.
Good deal. Well, let's dive into it. I know, off air, we talked about, your journey, some of the amazing things that you've been blessed and fortunate to achieve. But if you don't mind, sharing your journey with the audience and so they'll have an idea of who you are and what it is you do.
Okay. So my name is Dr. Brandy Williams. I am a native Houstonian, grew up in Sunnyside, went to Worthing High School, Evan E. Worthing High School, excuse me, go Coats. Went to Worthing High School and then enrolled at Texas Southern University, got accepted into their College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences and graduated in 2007, summa cum laude, with my doctorate of pharmacy degree. And from there, I went into working retail for one of the major chains that I will not say, but working for one of the major retail chains, and just decided that wasn't for me. They had a lack of care for the profession, lack of care for the patients, and the name of my pharmacy is We Care RX because I care and God cares. And so God gave me that name. I always knew that I was supposed to be an entrepreneur, and I just had to follow the path. So I did work for another company just so that I could kind of understand the essence of retail pharmacy. So there are some things that you have to learn by experience. And so I went out and got that experience and then opened up We Care RX in 2017. And before that, I had a partnership pharmacy with someone that was a good friend at the time, but we had different views on how business was supposed to go, how far we were going to go, how wide we were going to expand. And so we had to sever that relationship. And then I moved forward alone. So I am the sole owner of We Care RX Pharmacy, located here in Houston, Texas, at 12390 Kings Ride Lane. So if anybody out there is looking for a pharmacist that cares, someone that is knowledgeable in pharmaceutics, come to We Care RX.
I love it. So good. Well, what are 3 things you've accomplished in your life that you're proud of?
So many. But the top 3, I'll start with just my life as far as it goes with my family. So like I said, grew up in Sunnyside. I don't come from a poverty-stricken family, but I don't come from a wealthy family either. And like most families growing up in Sunnyside or South Park or Fifth Ward, Acres Home, there are a lot of things that the family that's just been passed down from generation to generation. And so for me and my family, I'm the generational curse breaker. It's just something that God placed on me at an early age. And I saw things that I didn't like. I saw things that I didn't want to continue for my life, and I didn't want to continue it for my children. So I understood that concept at a very young age, and not only for my children and my direct lineage, but for my cousins and their kids and so forth. So I have helped in raising pretty much all of the kids that were younger than myself, and then even some of the ones that were older than me. But just creating that path and showing them the love and care and showing them the success, showing them what success looks like, showing them what it takes to be successful, pouring into them and encouraging them. I'm a natural encourager. That's my God given gift. And so just encouraging them, letting them know who they are, and that it's endless opportunities out there for them and they can achieve it, but it's going to take some work from them. So that's one of the, like, my greatest accomplishments. And raising my nephew after my brother passed away goes into that category. And all of them are successful. Just the opportunities that I've been able to create for myself, for my family, and for others. And the second thing, I'm thankful that I was able to matriculate through Texas Southern's College of Pharmacy and Health Science. I set my goal on graduating. It's a 6-year program. I set my mind to do it in 6 years, and that's what I did. And I let nothing stop me. And then the third thing that I'm proud of is being a mom. I'm a mother of 2. I have a 14-year-old son and a 3-year-old daughter, and they are everything to me. And knowing as a child that I was creating, or I was created to create this area or create this lane for my family, and then actually seeing it come to fruition is absolutely amazing. And so my children are my greatest accomplishment. So
there you go. Well, hearing you talk about your journey, hearing you discuss the things that you're proud of, I would consider that to be hugely successful. So let's hit on success. What is your definition of success?
So for me, success is based on each individual's reality. So for me, success is setting a goal and achieving that goal. For me, success is journeying through life and learning along the process. When you're faced with failures, looking at yourself and saying, what is it that I did? What role did I play in this? And what could I have done better? And then getting back up and accomplishing that goal. So for me, being successful is not without failure. And as long as you learn from that failure, I don't think it's failure. I think it's a lesson. So that's what success is to me. Just resilience. Keep getting back up.
I love it. I love it. Well, I was gonna say now to the fun part, but it's all been fun for me, Doc. But kind of off script here. What I want to do is just I want to throw 3 words or phrases at you. And so what I like, she's like, okay. What I'd like for you to do is just kind of talk about what comes to mind for you or heart when you hear these words or phrases. You good with that?
I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. So the first phrase is no limits.
No limit. The first thing that came to mind is I'm a no limit soldier. I thought I told you. So yeah, no limits. And that's how I live my life. No limits. If I can think it, that means that it's achievable. And so if it's something that I really want, I'm going to go after it at all costs. And that's what no limits means to me. There are no limitations. I'm not bound by anything. I am not in fear of anything. I have not been given a spirit of fear. And even though fear is a natural human emotion or feeling, I don't live by it and I don't let it control me. So I have no limits. It's amazing that that was one of the phrases that you threw out there. So this year I turned 39. Mm-hmm. And for my 39th birthday, I've never traveled out of the country by myself. So I said, you know what? I'm just no limits, no fear. I'm going to do it. And I went all the way to the east coast of Africa. I went to an island or a collective group of islands by the name of Seychelles. And it was the most amazing trip. I mean, and fear kept trying to creep in while I was planning the trip. And I just cast it out. I just kept canceling it. And I prayed about it. I told myself, okay, if it's not meant for you to go, God will present something to you or give something to you to let you know that you shouldn't go. Because I always follow my discernment. I listen to God, and he speaks through things or through people. So I pay attention to that stuff. And so I said, I'm not going to stand in my way. I am not going to allow fear to stand in the way. I did my research before I went, and I got on the plane and I went, and it was the best time of my life. Yeah, it was such a great experience, meeting the people, getting involved in the culture, and being that close to the continent of Africa. It was an amazing experience. And also, I cannot swim. So I said on that trip, I booked a suite that had the pool out on the balcony. So I said, you know what? If this trip is about no fear. And every day I got in the pool, and every day I recorded myself swimming, or what I call swimming. So teaching myself how to swim. And I think I did pretty good. Like I don't know how to swim just because I can't hold my breath well underwater. So but I'm fearless. I'll go scuba diving. I'll go snorkeling. I'll do all of these things. But of course, I have on protective gear to protect me, to help me float. But this trip, nothing, no life jacket, no nothing. I just got in the pool every day, and I made it from one end of the pool all the way to the other end. And it was the pool was probably, I don't know. Don't give me the line. I know it was, the depth was at least 6 feet, I think. But I don't know the length of the pool, but I swam the entire pool, and I don't know how to swim.
I love it. I love it. Well, the next phrase is living and learning.
Mm-hmm. Living and learning. That is so deep, right? Because for me, life is a journey. And even as simple as being a mom, it's a journey. And there's no rule book to it. So you just have to live, learn, and keep moving forward. And that's just what I've been doing my entire life, just living and learning. And as I've gotten older, I've made it a point to really live, and not to just exist, but to really live. And so each day I try to do something that brings me joy. And I try to stay connected with that, because with being an entrepreneur and trying to scale the business, being a mom, and being a pharmacist, being the marketer for the company is just, it's a lot. And so I try not to get so consumed by that, and remember that I have to take care of me. And so on this journey called life, I have to do things that bring me enjoyment. And sometimes it's small things like going to the nail salon. I love it. I love sitting in that chair and relaxing, or taking myself to dinner, going to the movies. I do a lot of things I do by myself just to get that time with myself.
Now that right there, like that is that is deep. Like we can do a whole nother episode on self-care and taking care of yourself and being able to fill yourself up, so because you can't pour out an empty cup. But that's a whole nother episode we can do. We'll have to follow back up on that and do a topic on that. Okay.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, good deal. All right. So the last one I'm going to throw at you, and I'm going to pause a little bit before I give you this one, Doc, because it's a good one. I warn you. You get a pause and a warning. Just a good one right here. But the last one is legacy.
Legacy. So that's a good one. Legacy. And just you saying that, I have chills going through my body right now, because Lord, I can get, I don't want to start crying on this podcast, but
It's all right.
legacy, it means so much to me. Like I said, God placed that in me as a child. And what I wanted my legacy to look like. And I had no clue. I just knew that I had to create a legacy because I wanted to take my family from where they were and put them in a better position when I leave this earth, so that the generations to come after me don't have to start behind and don't have to start, where I started from, or don't have to go through some of the things that our ancestors went through and nobody was ever able to figure it out or to position us. And my grandmother, she started that. My grandmother bought property, and she built a family house for her children. Her children did not do the best with it once she passed away. And so that is very unfortunate to me, because it happens in a lot of families where the parents try to build something, and the children come along and they don't understand what it is that the parents have built, and they lose it or they destroy it. So for me, it's about building it and taking my children along the journey with me, and having them involved so they see the process, so they understand it, and so they can learn with me throughout the process. And I'm doing that in hopes that they won't squander what I've built when I'm leaving it and passing it down to them. That also means breaking generational curses. There are things in every family that have kept families bound for centuries. And for me, it's breaking some of those things. I feel like when you see something in your family and you recognize that it's a pattern, because you recognized it, it is up to you to have it, to stop it and say, no, this ends here. This ends with me. Whatever I have to do, if I have to, if it's a secret that's been covered up, that's just been being passed down, it's an act that's been passed down. No, I'm going to be the one to stand up and stand firm and say no more. And I'm not going to allow this secret to continue to live on, because if it's not exposed, that's exactly what it will do. It will continue to live on. And even as much as me attaining property and buying property. So along with the pharmacy, I have a number of ventures. I have a hair care line that I am starting. Well, I've started pieces of it. I just haven't released it to the public. I have a multivitamin. Not multivitamin, but a supplement line, a natural supplement line. I have a cosmetic line. So there's a number of things that I am doing, and I won't use the word trying to do because I'm actually doing it. And so that I can leave that to my family. And then with the pharmacy, growing and expanding so that we can be a big chain pharmacy. When God gave me the name We Care RX, I asked him, I said, why can't I be CVS? And he told me you can. And that was enough. That's all I needed to hear. And I always feel like if it's something that's already been done, then why can't you do it? You can. It's just going to take you doing it and take you to go get it and do the work to get it and to attain it. So legacy means so much to me. That's what I was saying. We bought property. And when I say we, I have a cousin who is 8 years younger than I am. So when he was born, I was 8. I loved him from the day he was born, from the day that my sister / first cousin brought him home. And I played a vital part in his life, and all the way up to adulthood. Now he's my CFO. He's a wonderful young man. And we went in together and bought some property in Huntsville, paid cash for it. And we own that lot in Huntsville on Sam Houston Avenue, one of a major street in Huntsville. We have big plans for that property. I am in the process of trying to buy 9 acres right now, buying 9 acres so that I can leave that for my family. So it's legacy is everything for me. It's my entire existence, and not just for my immediate family. Like I helped raise my nephew. I took my nephew in, and he came and he lived with me because my brother was murdered in 2008. And my brother and I were very close, and we always said that we would raise our children like brother and sister. So of course, at that point, my brother is no longer here. I'm pregnant with my son. I had my son a week after my brother was murdered, and I brought my nephew with me. I would not leave him behind. That's my family. And that's my word to my brother. So no, he's no longer here, but these children will be raised as brother and sister. And that's what I've done. And now my nephew is at Texas Southern, and he's applying for the College of Pharmacy next year. And he works at the pharmacy. And so it's just, I was able to retire my mom from, she helped me build the pharmacy, and now she's retired. She's on vacation. She's on a cruise right now. So my mother lives here with me as well, and she still receives her retirement from the company. So just these things, and not just for my family, but what I've been able to create for others and for their families, giving jobs to some of my employees who wouldn't be able to have a job somewhere else. And I love that I'm able to do that. And I love blessing others. And I always tell people, I give because I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be a blessing. And I don't look for anything back from other people. My blessings come from God. And as I continue to just sow into others, and God always sows into me. He always gives back to me tenfold, like things that I could never even imagine are given back to me just because of my heart, just because of my giving spirit, just because of the love that I put out into the world, just because he knows he can trust me. And so just like I'm here telling my story, and I'm still saying it's nothing that I did. It's everything that God did. So
Come on.
Yeah.
Well, I have, just really from your response to that, I really just have one word. And that word is boom. Let's go, man.
Let's go. Let's go get it.
Go get it. I love it. How you said, when I said the word legacy, it gave you chills, but then as you start to break it down and talk, it gave me chills too, because it's so deep. Like it's not like it's bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way beyond me. And that's why I like the legacy word, and you did awesome with putting it out there and explaining that. It's good stuff. Well, as we close, before I get you off, I want to, get your opportunity to, let the audience know again, your pharmacy, where it is, and then also give us your social media so that, they can check you out and show you some love.
Okay, wonderful. So it is We Care RX Pharmacy. You have to remember the RX because another pharmacy stole my name. And so they are just We Care, but we are We Care RX. We're located in Memorial City. The address is 12390 Kings Ride Lane, Houston, Texas, 77024. Our website is www.mywecarerx.com. Social media, you can find me, Dr. B. Williams. And social media for the pharmacy is My We Care RX on Instagram as well as Facebook. And we are also, you can come to my event that I'm having this month. We are having a Men in Medicine Health and Wellness event. It's September 24th. It is free to the public. And we have a lot of guest speakers, vendors, and it's just going to be an interactive time for men, young and old, to learn about health, because it's important, and we love y'all, and we want you to have the tools to know how to maintain your health.
Well, there it is. Again, I just want to say thanks so much for taking the time to interview with the Success Chronicles. Truly appreciate it. And I wish you continued success.
Thank you. Thank you for having me,
Yeah.
Chip. It has been a wonderful time with the Success Chronicles, and I appreciate what you're doing. So
thank you so much.
Keep going. Go get it.
Go get it. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.